Matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Vikings of Virginia Beach taking on the Detroit Lions. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Madison, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Super.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
We're good. We're good. Super one.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
We're scoreless after 1. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
We'll find Osborne here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Madison running left. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hold on. Check. Dula. What's that?
Now gone. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 76. 70. Shell.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 60 yards. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. Completes this to Addison out left. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available
and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Listen to me.
First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Bring up 48. Gone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. What's up?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd down, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Going to run with Madison again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Now a give running left is the Wangu. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Burst by him near the 35. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Gets around him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Gun.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Joseph's got it, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover.
Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action now, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and a couple. Another carry now for Madison. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Play action. It's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now it's Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, 76! 76!
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jamison Williams from 8 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Madison running right. A solid stiff arm. Sheds off the tackle. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings extend this fourth-quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. It's complete. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Orange.
On first down, it's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Louis.
On 4th down, Goff. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing here, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Well, win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, at least at the very end.